Welcome to this video on Bitcoin supply and the 21 million limit. Bitcoin is unique in the digital world because it has a fixed maximum supply. Unlike traditional currencies that governments can print endlessly, Bitcoin is programmed to never exceed 21 million coins. This concept of digital scarcity is one of the most important features that makes Bitcoin valuable and sets it apart from other forms of money. The 21 million cap is a hard-coded limit built directly into Bitcoin's protocol. This means that no matter what happens, only 21 million Bitcoin can ever exist. Think of it as a rule written in permanent ink that cannot be erased or changed. Unlike fiat currencies, where central banks can decide to print more money whenever they want, Bitcoin's supply is fixed forever. This creates what we call programmed scarcity, meaning the limited supply is enforced by computer code rather than by trust in a government or institution. New Bitcoins enter circulation through a process called mining. Miners are individuals or companies that use powerful computers to validate transactions and add new blocks of information to the blockchain. For their work in securing the network and processing transactions, miners receive newly created Bitcoin as a reward. This is currently the only way new Bitcoin can be created. Every time a new block is successfully added to the blockchain, which happens approximately every 10 minutes, the miner who solved the complex mathematical puzzle receives this block reward. To control how quickly Bitcoin enters circulation, the protocol includes a mechanism called the halving. Every 210,000 blocks, which occurs roughly every 4 years, the block reward that miners receive is cut in half. This is an automatic process built into Bitcoin's code. The halving ensures that Bitcoin is released gradually and predictably over time, slowly approaching the 21 million cap. This controlled release schedule is crucial because it prevents all Bitcoin from being created at once and helps maintain scarcity as the currency matures. Let's look at how the halving has worked throughout Bitcoin's history. When Bitcoin launched in 2009, miners received 50 Bitcoin for each block they mined. In 2012, the first halving occurred, reducing the reward to 25 Bitcoin per block. 4 years later, in 2016, the second halving brought it down to 12.5 Bitcoin. The third halving happened in 2020, cutting the reward to 6.25 Bitcoin per block. This pattern will continue with future halvings until approximately the year 2140, when the last Bitcoin will be mined and the supply reaches its maximum. You might wonder why Satoshi Nakamoto, Bitcoin's creator, chose exactly 21 million as the cap. The truth is, it was an arbitrary but deliberate choice. Satoshi designed Bitcoin with a specific vision in mind: to create digital money with built-in scarcity, similar to gold. The number 21 million is actually a mathematical result of the halving schedule. When you start with 50 Bitcoin per block and keep having that reward every 4 years, the series 50 plus 25 plus 12.5 plus 6.25, and so on eventually converges to a total of 21 million Bitcoin. It's an elegant mathematical progression that ensures a predictable and finite supply. The 21 million cap has profound economic implications. First, it creates true digital scarcity. In a world where digital files can be copied infinitely, Bitcoin stands out as something genuinely scarce and limited. Second, it provides protection against inflation. Since no central authority can create more Bitcoin beyond the cap, holders are protected from the value dilution that affects traditional currencies when governments print more money. Third, this fixed supply supports Bitcoin's role as a store of value, similar to how gold has been used for centuries. Finally, the predictable supply schedule means everyone knows exactly how many Bitcoin will exist and when, making it completely transparent and unchangeable by any individual or organization. Let's recap the key points. Bitcoin has a fixed maximum supply of exactly 21 million coins that can never be exceeded. The mining reward halves approximately every 4 years, which controls the rate at which new Bitcoin enters circulation. This creates genuine digital scarcity and establishes a predictable monetary policy that no central authority can manipulate. These features are what make Bitcoin unique as a form of money and contribute to its value proposition as digital gold. Understanding this supply limit is fundamental to understanding what makes Bitcoin different from traditional currencies and why many view it as a potential hedge against inflation.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.